Good morning. Welcome back to the One Celtic Fans View this morning. How are you on this Wednesday morning? The game is tomorrow night. Will Martin O'Neill start Junior Adamo? Will he start Marcelo Sarachi? Will he start Julian Araujo? And will he start Big Tam the Czech? When you look at the loan players that have came in, and there's a lot of Celtic fans going, look, we're in this situation due to the lack of investment. Well, so we decided to take on all these players on loan at the last transfer window. Has there been one standout player? And I think that the one standout player that we've all seen has been Julian Araujo. And it'll be interesting to see what will happen with him at the end of the season, because I don't think that there's an option to buy, considering that he was a Wilfred Nancy signing. It's mental. It's actually crazy to think that Wilfred Nancy is if it wasn't for Wilfred Nancy, we would never know about Julian Araujo. Just let that sink in. Not that I'm trying to justify the whole Wilfred Nancy thing. It was a complete disaster. And it was one of the reasons that we're in the position that we are in this season. In hindsight, it would have been great to keep Martin O'Neill to the end of the season, but it would have left us in a position you can understand. I mean, we're going over old ground here, so there's no point really, is there? You can understand why Celtic wanted to get in a full-time manager so that we're more prepared for the summer. Now, as it stands, we're going to lose all these players, more than likely. I mean, we brought in Jamal Simpson-Pusey, who never got a game, who then left Celtic, went abroad, and he's got an option to buy for 3 or 4 million, which is crazy. Benjamin Arthur, there's no option to buy at all. He's got a 4-year deal left at his parent club. Joe Mavuka is coming in on loan. Will he get any game time? Martin O'Neill says he's young, he's enthusiastic, he's over exuberant, and he maybe just doesn't understand the Scottish game. Why did you bring him in then, Martin? Then you've got Junior Adamo, who's brought in, who failed medical, and then and he has an option to buy him. Big Tam the Czech, is he going to be worth the cash? Julian Araujo, Marcelo Sarachi. I don't think there's much chance he has keeping Sarachi, but the Araujo one, anyway, that's for the summer. When you look at the fact that Celtic are going to gain financially. They're going to pocket around about £1 million for sending 7,000 Celtic fans to Ibrox. That gives us a bit of cheer. And people will say, just another £1 million at the board, they're not going to spend, is it? But it does give us a little bit of cheer. The gate receipts are going to be around about 2.5 million. Celtic will take around about £1 million of it, which is a nice little bonus for the club. And let's not look at it as a bonus for the club. Let's look at it as they're paying for the privilege of having 7,000 Celtic fans within their stadium. And it's upset them because their season ticket holders who sit in that stand can't get moved anywhere else, and they've not got options to buy tickets, and they're very upset about it. That's one of the best parts of the day, sorry. But let's talk about the game. On Thursday, the referee will be from Bosnia, as you can see on the screen there, and the VAR will be Carlos Del Hero Grande and Guardia Fernandez. And yeah, Spanish call each other by their middle name. It's weird. Don't ask why. I don't know. They all call each other by their middle name. It's a strange setup that they have, but they do. They never call each other by their first name. Anyway, we digress. That will be the referee. Will it make a difference? Because let's face it, Celtic have got mission impossible. And if there's one man that could ever turn things around, it would be Martin O'Neill. And Martin O'Neill said yesterday on Celtic TV that let's just have a go. Let's have a go. There's nothing to lose. We go out there and we don't try, and we get beat anyway, or we go out, we play our A game, and it would just be like Celtic. It would be typical Celtic, wouldn't it? To go over to Germany and get a 2-0 win, but not being enough. Just saying. If there's anybody that could do it, it'd be Martin O'Neill. And then at least Martin O'Neill could retire saying, well, I won more away games in Europe than anybody else. Oh, dear. If only we'd kept him during the month of December. We would have won the cup, and we wouldn't have dropped all those points. But we can't go over that now. So, when it comes to the game on Thursday, who did you start? Who does Martin O'Neill start? Does Martin O'Neill just go, fuck it, I'm going out with the strongest team? The team's getting demolished at the back as it is. When you look at the players that could be standing in, Dane Murray will be the only defender on the bench. Does that not give you a little bit of a fright? But anyway, we move on. There will be the normal videos tomorrow evening, and I will be doing a watch along also. I'm going to dodge the watch along this weekend. I'm going to go to the pub instead. When it comes to Celtic, though, there is still a lot of fan unrest, and it'll be interesting to see how they navigate that over the next couple of weeks. It'll be interesting to find out what Celtic come out with this week, considering that they have had certain discussions, and I wonder if the Green Brigade will get back in anytime soon. Will they get tickets for? Will they get tickets for the away game at Ibrox? I reckon that they will. There's always a way, but it's going to be an interesting week, that's for sure. What do you think that the score will be tomorrow night? And what do you really think that Martin O'Neill should do? Should we play the B team? Should we play a lot of players that aren't getting any game time? Should we play Tony Ralston, who is going into his last contract year at Celtic in the summer? Should we play James Forrest, who could be leaving the club in the summer also, due to the fact that this is the last year of his contract? And there'll be certain other players that need to be dropped, i.e. Rio Hatate and Daiz Maeda? Or do you just play them and say, go have it, lads? If you're wanting a big move in the summer, if you're wanting away from the club, we know you do, if you're wanting to try and get to the best club possible, go and prove it on the Europa stage that you're worthy of a bigger move from Celtic in your eyes. I don't think that there's many bigger clubs that you can go to, but there's clubs that will pay them more cash, unfortunately. Do you just leave them out altogether? Because let's face it, Hatate in midfield just now, if you've ever seen a player that is really struggling to understand where he should be on the pitch at any given time, and it's crazy because he's such a talented player, and he's walking around the pitch as if he doesn't know what to do. But anyway, that will all be in tomorrow evening's news, as they say. And on Friday, it'll be chip shop paper for Saturday. Do they still wrap chip shop paper? They don't, do they? They don't use newspapers anymore. They use this other stuff, don't they? Anyway, tell me your thoughts on the game tomorrow night. Tell me your thoughts on the referee, Bosnian. And will the Spanish VAR do us any... No, they're not, are they? And Austin Trusty, 3-game ban. Does that worry you going into the last games of the season? Worries me slightly. Anyway, it's just a quick one this morning. Have a fantastic day, Celtic fans, wherever you are, all around the world.